So 2206 Missoula Avenue. It's a single-story ranch house. Again, sits here on Missoula Avenue. It's got innovative traffic pattern. There's one speed bump here heading north, and these sharrows. They're not exactly right, especially this other side over here. This is correct because you've got bike traffic heading north. Heading south, though, this is technically just a bike ped lane that heads south, but also allows for north-south traffic. In the yard here, I've got a little rock sculpture. It kind of looks, well, I think it kind of looks like somebody's bottom teeth, and maybe at some point I'll put some rebar around, make it look like braces. This is a gate that opens up, and part of my vision would just be to have a little parking pad right here in the lawn and have people maybe not go through there. That's more for lawnmower access, but probably come through this little gate into the backyard. Off to the right, I've got my shop. I've got tile saw, metal saw, wood saw, drill press, a little vise. This is here because I was reseeding some grass. Got to get some new grass seed because I guess the seed I had was old. But off to the side here, you can see, well, that's our poor herb garden that needs a complete rebuild. But over here we've got our strawberry bed, and gosh, I just weeded it, but it needs some more attention too. This is the garden that I put together a couple of years ago. I dug down. I've got rocks there. I'm going to put some pea gravel and some sand to put those into place. Nice little entranceway. The carrots are coming up great. Big old rhubarb in the middle. This lumber was made with reclaimed wood from a tree that was cut down in the neighbor's yard. Just live edge there. Raspberries are popping along here. In the back, I've got the compost pile. And so anyway, that's where we are right now. The idea, though, is to take this shed and turn it into the Airbnb. And that's, I'm sure other people have done tiny house things, but where I am with it right now, I took this door and turned it into sort of a Dutch door. It needs a little more work to finalize it. Inside, it's pretty simple. It's got tools in it, bicycles. I've got some old oars, but you know, the bones are great. Up in the rafters, I've got conduit. So the idea is just to run. Right now, I just have an extension cord, but just to run electricity out. I've also got a cement board down here, so I would tile around the edge. And it's a great temperature in here right now. It was 100 degrees yesterday, but super nice and cool in here. So this door out here just opens up to what will become just a little seating area. And you're in this nice canopy. The mountain's right there. Unfortunately, the neighbor's shed is there, but we live in the suburbs. And here's the goal is for right up this old Ponderosa would be to put a small tree house, and that would be where you would sleep or just hang out. And the idea would be to put one of these bicycle elevators in. You start here, you pedal up, and then you're up in the tree. So tiny house in here, a bicycle elevator, crow's nest up on the top. And I was envisioning this, primarily for younger people coming through town, younger couples. Maybe they want to do some rafting, some fishing, mountain biking, kayaking. That's what we see a lot of people come through Missoula doing. And then finally, I'll try to upload a video. The last thing, and this is definitely a work in progress, but I think doable. Like I mentioned, we would do the electric trenching. Right now I just have an extension cord, but lighting, that would be the sleeping quarters in there, the crow's nest, and then what I've got back here, mainly just a lot of things that I'm working on, putting together just some, this is my metal storage, but underneath you can see this metal frame that came from a hydrogen fueling station. So I've done a lot of building reclamation. These materials, you can see there's a little bit of a start here where you end up with materials that turn into an artistic finish. But the idea at this little spot would actually be to build a house on that metal frame out of law library books. And in the remainder of my submission, I'll show you a couple things that I've actually built with these law books. I've built an end table, and there's Ollie. Hey, Ollie. Oh, what a good pup. Yeah. I built an end table, and I've also built a garden bench. So that would be the third structure. So again, tiny house there, crow's nest, bicycle elevator, and then just a little study to be made out of these law books where someone could sit and do work. Just a little backyard office. And here's the rest of the yard. There's Maddie over there, tiny little apple tree here. The just a cupola that we sometimes sleep under, and that's it. Great little spot. Oh, and then the hammock. Maddie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's the matter? Not feeling good? Okay, so that's the idea. All right, Airbnb. Thanks so much. We'll see you.